taller than that.
Yeah, honey, I know. I know. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you coming on. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, honey. Yeah, I'm in the studio. I'm about to go. Damn, yeah, it was only 1 or 2 pictures, and it was just cause. 10, yeah. It was 10. You counted them. Well, I liked them all because she had a fat ass. I gotta go. Love you, bye. Taking on shorts. Coming right up.
We talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
Now I gotta talk, we all gotta be quiet. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine riding.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
And now your host, Taking No Shorts podcast, Jay Grizzy.
These people that usually do these shootings,
They have a look.
they have that something ain't right with them look. This kid had that look. And the fact that the father tried to teach him hunting.
With an AR?
Yeah, it just, you knew, you might have had a suspicion.
Sorry about the audio, guys.
That's
Go
all
ahead,
right.
Joe.
You might have had a suspicion your kid was gonna do this.
Look, not even a look. Why does it? It's something to say that in America and society, you fit a profile of a mass shooter, and that profile tends to be white,
Yes.
male,
Yes.
period. What is it going on with white men that they shooting up? I mean, from young, here's the perfect example, 14 years old, and they going into schools and having mass shootings. What is that? I mean, we got 25 years now of data,
Yeah.
from Columbine to now.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I mean, I hate to put it on the racial terms. Is it a brother a Hispanic or a Native American? What's going on, white boys?
His name is Colt Gray.
Yeah,
Put it out there so everybody knows his name.
Colt Gray. No, he might be doing it to get his jollies off for his name to be said on the internet, But why do you think
He was already on the FBI watch list.
Ooh.
that's great?
So and nothing they can really do. That's the problem with the watch list. They can put you on it, but until you do something, their hands are tied.
I'm a Second Amendment guy. Joe, I know you are as well.
Yeah.
Second Amendment guy. We believe in the right to bear arms. Brent, I'm assuming you do as well. So how come, and we all got kids, how come we is not issuing our kids, for a present, whether it's 14 or 25, a AR-15 as a present?
Because as soon as somebody see a black person with a gun, they're getting shot.
No, that's true.
We could not walk down the street with an AR-15.
No, we could.
We
but
could.
You're gonna be harassed.
Yeah.
They're gonna mess with you.
I just, it's so sad because there are people that get affected by gun violence. We know gun violence just from around the way. That's part of the game. If 9 times out of 10, if you getting shot in the hood is over some illegal business that,
And it's personal.
it is personal. Like it's because you shading somebody, you rob you. It's
You done been somebody's girl or something.
yeah. It's right. You didn't be you the type
To get shot.
to get shot. Yeah, I shoot you, B, because you sit there and smile as I walk in. It's like shut the door, nigga.
It's a draft.
It's a draft in this son of a bitch. But yeah, I don't get the cold-heartedness of shooting up. I think about the Connecticut situation in 2012. That was 12 years ago. Coming up in November. I remember that succinctly. And when the news came across my timeline, I said, man, that's some
bullshit.
Yeah.
I said, that can't be true.
Mm-hmm.
That cannot be true. But a kid in Connecticut, if you don't know, I mean, you should know, but went into an elementary school, and I think they killed like 30 young kids. What in the world? I mean, I get the argument is you're supposed to take away the guns. I'm telling you, that ain't the problem.
Yeah, I mean, first, it's too many guns here in America right now that even if you took guns away, it's still going to be
more people to go out there and get some.
Yeah, illegal guns like on the street.
It's so easy to get one too.
Yeah.
So the gun, the I don't even want to talk about the politics of it, but the debate of we need to take away people's gun rights. That's one thing. I think you need to restrict access. How do you monitor? How do you get to folks that fit that profile? Because you saw the picture of him, you say, yeah, he looked like
yeah. And then they said he was in court rocking and stuff. You
She got
Unless
mental
somebody
issues.
touched him since he's been locked up.
Yeah,
I don't know. But yeah,
it's a mental health thing as well. Like if you got some mental health issues, you know, how do you here's what the aunt be. The aunt said that he was screaming out, in essence, acting out for help and asking his parents for help on the mental health side of the game, and they ain't do nothing about it.
Yeah, they didn't lock their guns away or nothing.
Nothing.
Didn't the
so
father
then
get
they
charged?
knew they had firearms just
I don't know.
yeah.
Not
So
locked. Knowing that your son and come to you saying, "Hey, I'm having these ideologies, these thoughts." The first thing I'm gonna say is, "We gonna get some help after I whoop your ass." You know what I'm saying? Now seriously, real talk. Now let's take that to the side. As soon as my child, if you living in my house and B, I don't know if you want to talk about this, but as a child, if you in my house and you, my child, and you start acting out like you think you going, whether it's mental illness or not, we gonna fix that.
Yeah.
we gonna fix your mental illness two ways. I'm gonna knock you upside your goddamn head, and you gonna get your rock straight, or we gonna go get some help.
Yeah.
It might be the first one first, me knock you up, and then go to get some help. Or it might be, let me go get him some help, and then if he's still if he just sitting there doing some exorcist shit, spinning the head on the goddamn spin, talking to the doctor saying, "Eat my cock" or some shit like that. Like when you come home and you start talking like that to me and your mom, oh, I'm upside your head like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And if that don't straighten you out, then I'm gonna let the streets handle it.
See, the streets handling, he gonna be out there shooting up people. So
No, the streets. Somebody gonna lay them down.
You think somebody gonna lay him down?
I will hope so.
Yeah, but hope is not actually an action. So
How do
we had to.
Yeah,
We need more common sense gun laws.
He gonna be one of those people that live up underneath the bridge, and you see him with the, homeless help sign.
How does that person get a hold of a weapon though? You say we need more gun control.
We need common sense gun laws. We don't take none. I ain't talking about taking guns from anybody, but you got to register your gun. You got to get it ballistics tested, have it on file. So we got to know how many guns you actually own.
So when I go buy bullets, Chris Rock had this joke 20 years ago. It ain't a gun.
Yeah,
it's charged $1,000 a bullet.
Oh yeah,
you'll price them off.
I'm gonna take out a loan.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come see. Yeah,
great premise and great joke, but that's true. It ain't the gun. It ain't even the bullet. It's the person behind it.
Yeah, make them get insurance for the weapons.
Yeah.
Just a few steps here and there. It'll change.
Because that insurance will cover you in the event of an accident. Accidents happen. Yeah. And trust me, I've been walking, like I said, January 6th. After January 6th, I started walking my dog in this neighborhood, and I was I was not taking no goddamn chances for a good old boy to jump on out there and say, "Gotcha, nigga." No, you don't. No, I'm not my I'm not my granddaddy. I'm so sorry. And my granddaddy wouldn't like that neither. He'll tell you in a minute. Joe, what do you think would be the fix of all of this? I know it's no magic bullet, but I mean, I'm sorry about the pun of words.
I mean, I don't have a fix.
Seems like it's like you got damn, I don't know, Jay.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, like I have kids, you have kids, like I don't see my kids doing this type of stuff.
Right.
Like my kids are gonna do just normal dumbass shit, like steal a car in the middle of the night and go to a chick's house or something.
Right. I think it's mental health. It's mental health. That's the only thing. That's the only thread that's going through all of these dudes like this. His first get the internet. I think the internet has their cell phones got girls telling them, "You can't fuck me. You can't needle dick." Remember that? Oh, yeah. Needle dick. And if you 13, 14, 12, 11 years old, and they've been picking you in school, this is I'm talking for Gen Xers. We don't understand what it's like, other than what our kids tell them. But I can only imagine when we had bullying, beat you at the school bus, beat you after school, square up type situation. But now they got the internet, so all I can see is a Mean Girl. Remember that movie Mean Girl with Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah.
What is she doing?
They redid it. She's still acting.
She's still acting?
Yeah.
Yeah, but needle dick. And see, I'm sitting there saying, you can needle dick me all day, but you were just sucking it. Yeah. But some other people, some other Johnny come lately would say, you hurt my feelings. How do you know I have a needle dick? Do not talk, or you mustn't talk about me that way. Now I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to shoot you.
Having given their kids everything and babied them and made them soft. And things they hit adversity and don't know how to handle it. They've never been told no at home, and they get out in the world. And the world's gonna tell you no every day.
I gave my sons cell phones. My youngest sons had cell phones when they were 5th grade.
What's that age?
5th grade is 10 and 11. Right?
Okay.
10 and 11. They broke them. They dove in the pool with them in their pockets. And we bought them more cell phones. That's how stupid we were. So they came up in that world.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there was consequences and repercussions if I went in that phone. And trust me, I went in that phone all the way up until they was 17, 18 years old. Go ahead, Joe.
All right, so what? They weren't allowed to see porn? Because that's
the first thing I saw when he went up. I said,
that's all we wanted. So,
that's how I knew everything was all right, man. I say, when I went in his phone and I saw the data and all that shit, I was like, oh, that's all you doing? It'd be different if I saw you looking up how to fucking make a bomb or some shit, right? Don't get me internet because I said that word, but that's something different. Because then I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm as your daddy. If I see when I go in your room to clean up or to expect you to have a conversation, to just communicate with you, I know when shit is off with my child. Period. Point blank period. I know when something is off with my child. If I got the means, we're going to get help. If I don't have the means, there are ways that you can still go get help. It might be a little bit more hurdles, but you're not going to let your child go out here and hurt the public. And that's exactly what happened. You let that man let his child go out and hurt 4 families. And that's why your stupid ass got charged.
4 people got killed. There's like a dozen.
Oh, there's another people that got injured. Yeah. I'm glad that nobody else was murdered. Yeah. But they arrested that man and they charged him with all of those counts, the 9 plus the 4, which is good. And he should rot up under fucking jail. Because if you, I ain't gonna say what if I got, I got an arsenal, but I mean, I'm responsible for it. So if anything happens and it's gonna fall back on me, I gotta assume that. So,
and if you're having mental problems, try BetterHelp.com. They will talk to you. They will get you somewhere, get somebody to talk to you, get you through the situations.
Oh, now you're taking me down. Now you're taking me.
Oh, yeah.
First time I went to counseling. First time I went to counseling, of course, it was over. It wasn't a break. Well, was it a breakup? It wasn't a break. It was some family stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, my oldest son's mom was. We had went through a breakup. We had joint custody, and she went to another continent.
God damn.
I could, man. I'm telling you, I was all the way fucked up. I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I know one thing. He ain't getting on that.
It was for a job, though, right? It wasn't.
It was. She moved on, and she moved on. Married, military. Military had orders to go.
Okay, yeah.
So it was like, God damn. You got to. But that's. I mean, I'm a big personal responsibility guy. How did I get here? That's the first thing. I don't know what's going on where people don't assume they respond. It's always somebody else's fault. except yours. Like I don't get that. So I know a lot of adults these days. Let me timestamp this so for the edit. I know a lot of grown people still as Gen Xers, and I'm not gonna say my age. Y'all have probably seen it on past episodes, but that find excuses for it to be everybody else's fault, but not theirs.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
I don't necessarily know that I would take responsibility for the problem, but I'm always conscious of how can we fix the problem.
How can we fix it?
Right.
I respect that. I respect that, Joy Boombox. How can we fix it? But I'm always looking at what did I do. Now, if I swirl it around in my head and be like, it wasn't fucking shit I could do. It was gonna happen no matter what. Then I'm standing 10 toes down on mine. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I went into the goddamn counselor's office. I gave them my insurance and my money. And this motherfucker didn't do shit. This son of a bitch just took my money, okay? and just nodded his head, right? And the funny part about it is I didn't know. I didn't know at the time, but I put two and two together. He's the father of one of my kid I went to school with.
Huh.
You know, so I put two and two together. I was like, "Oh, you piece of shit! You ain't help me do shit." I was like, "Okay, I see what it is."
What were you expecting him to do?
I've had. I mean, to be fair, now that we open up, you got to shop around. You can't just jump on the first motherfucker that say I can help you in your brain and the way you thinking. Like, no, that's just like trying PCP for the first time or some shit. Like, they say, try this dust. So you like, shout out to your hometown. Let's try this dust. And they're like, well, yeah. Next thing you know, you owe $95 naked. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you gotta use discernment. You gotta just use common sense that the good Lord and hopefully your mama and daddy gave you. So I shopped around, and there were some, strangely enough, it was the women therapist that was cold-hearted, like, fuck that bitch.
Yeah,
fuck that bitch, nigga, you a bad man. I said, but you can't get on these nuts. I said, what the fuck? I said, damn, where you been all my life?
Yeah, I'm friends with quite a few psych majors that are like therapists and psychologists and things like that, and they don't seem to be really up on their game, really trying to help people.
It's a job.
Oh yeah, and they actually very active with it. The guy you went to must have sucked really bad.
He was old. He was ready to retire. I think he was just taking that shit on some pro bono shit. But no, yeah, like I know a lot of counselors and psychiatrists, and it's a job. And I always say, I don't know how y'all do that shit, because you got to see these patients or your patients every day. It ain't not one good story that come out. Like, nigga, I would be doing all kinds of drugs to cope with that shit. Like, there ain't one good story. Like when I used to go to therapy, I used to always start off with something good happened. Because I'm saying to myself, I know you heard some fucked up shit today. You had to take all of that in. So let me start off by saying I jerked off 3 times, just 3 times a day, and I felt great. I feel great now. You know what I'm saying? Now we can start. You can start the clock.
Yeah. I've had to have these conversations with people. No, I'm not a psychologist or anything, but hearing people talk about the situations they're in and how close they are to doing things to themselves, man, it's rough. I don't know how they do it.
I've never been in that type of situation, although I can imagine being a friend to somebody that is thinking about doing something to themselves like that way. They just trying to off themselves. And first thing I'm going to do, I ain't going to lie to you, I'll smack the shit out you. I'm going to smack the shit out you, because I'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? If I know you, like, you can smack me, and for real, especially because I know you're not the type of, you're not that dude. But if you smack me, I know I'm wild. I know I'm wild because this man ain't the type. In 30 years, he ain't never put his hands on me. It's like, yo, get yourself together. So I know if it do happen, it's got some meaning behind it, right? Yeah. It's like, it's Armageddon, man. The bomb about to drop. Wake up.
I know if you smack me, I would probably bust out laughing.
Yeah.
I would think about that big kid in the basketball.
Why'd you do that, Jay? Why'd you do that, Jay? Yeah. Joey Boombox, therapy, counseling?
I've never had any.
Anybody ever recommended to you?
No. I mean, I have been on the edge, but
try it, man. It might help.
I mean, I'm past my problems now because
you worked through them motherfuckers like a Jedi Knight, didn't it?
Yeah, I swear. Yeah, it was like.
There we go, Bree. It'll get back in a second, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all can hear me. Our special guest. This is what happens when you run a live podcast, guys. So
things happen.
Things happen.
People show up.
That's why I like to have girls here. It's a dick fest tonight. And usually when I got women here, I'm like, let's some live. Let's some joke.
The other show I wasn't here and they had the two girls. I was like,
yeah, I'm having a ball, my nigga. I'm having a ball.
He's having a time of his life.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens here at Taking No Shorts podcast. I'm your host, Jay Grizzly Green, aka Mr. Leave No Meat on the Bone, aka the Black Dick Cavett. If you don't know who Dick Cavett is, ladies and gentlemen, Google him.
You better ask somebody.
This is a cool ass white boy. you
hung out with Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, you told me the Dick Cavett Eddie Murphy story. Yeah. That's crazy. But we got a special guest coming up in the building. Therapy. Everybody, you know what? We're gonna save the therapy question as soon as he walk in. His microphone should be on when he come in here. Yeah, come on in here. The microphone is ready. Come on in, light your black and mild. I got a Joe right here for you. All right, this is Joey Boom. Oh, sit down first.
Go on.
Yeah,
brothers.
All right, how about yourself?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. 804 E Beats in the building. Hold on. There you go. I know you like. I don't need no mic. I don't need no headphones either. Nigga. That's what he say. I don't need nothing. He's Mr. Producer.
He ain't gonna get his normal seat.
You want to sit right here? Or you good right there?
No, good.
long as you're in the shot, my guy. As long as you're in the shot. So 804 EB. I give you another round of applause. So what? Can't bring the gifts up. Oh yeah, well we can do that on the break. Yeah, we can do that on the break. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like, share, subscribe anywhere where you find your favorite podcasts. Like I said earlier, we are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Make sure you share that. That's the only ask I have. A couple of weeks ago, we had an episode with some artists, and one of the people that brought them here was 804E. He's also part of the first 10 episodes of Taking No Shorts podcast. So y'all see him right over there. E, you walked in on some crazy shit. Cause we sitting here talking about the shit that happened down in Georgia. The shooting, right? And we were trying to parse together like 14. You got kids? And the vein I was going down was none of that. There's a common denominator: white men, wild white boys shooting up shit. That's the first one. Second, if it was our child, the first thing, but two things gonna happen. I say, B, I'm gonna beat the shit out your. I'm gonna go upside your head, or we gonna go get some help. It might not be in that order, but I'm gonna knock some sense upside your head, and you gonna get it. You gonna figure this shit out. We gonna figure this shit out as a family, or we gonna go get some help. I'm not gonna go out there and let you hurt other people because you just so happen to have either a mental illness or something like that. Did I leave anything else out, guys? Oh, and then the gun laws. Should there be more gun laws? So what's your take on what happened in Winder, Georgia? 14-year-old shot up school, and killed 4, injured 9 or 13, and the dad got arrested the other day for it.
Yeah, I'm still learning like y'all learning, you know, but at the same time, you know, you see these things happen all the time.
Unfortunately.
And the balance that I see, you know what I'm saying, when it becomes somebody that's not like us, either they get hypersensitized or it's downplayed. And what I'm saying right now is being downplayed. I don't really see too much.
I've heard this. You're the second person. B said it earlier. Oh, you might have said it. I'm sorry for I attributed to, but for black folk, it happens to black folk all the time. Just violence, gun violence, you know. But the gun violence in schools is different.
No, I'm not talking gun violence in general because when you look at it from that aspect, you got to calculate everything across the board.
Yeah, motherfucker, break open this bitch.
We're just talking about exactly what you just said.
Yeah,
but when you're talking about
the school shit,
the school shooting, is always a common denominator.
Wild, crazy white boy.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, y'all can see my skin tone. I got 25% of y'all in me, and I still can't figure that shit out. Like it ain't. I can't. It ain't for me to figure out. Oh, you lighter than me, Joey. You mean?
I can't figure it out.
Can't figure it out. And so, and the only thing I put it on is like it's a mental health thing, and somebody has to intercede quickly. Like this, they're in rural Georgia, so.
I don't think it's a mental health thing. That's just my perspective.
You mean tell me if the kid in Connecticut, right? Well, Connecticut, you live in Connecticut in the suburbs, you definitely touching 6 figures. You know, mom was a professor or some shit. Anyway, he went in and killed kids, babies in elementary school. In 2012, you mean to tell me he went off somewhere? Is it somewhere that nobody didn't find him to be off?
This is my personal.
Of course.
I look at from the state. Y'all got Arabic up there?
Which one?
Arabic.
Oh no. Oh no, that's just the font.
That's Arabic. What is it, the font?
Yeah, that's just the font. I can make it bigger. Those are my notes. Hold on.
Okay. No, that's all good. You know, I thought it was Arabic. You know, I speak a little Arabic too. You know,
oh shit, I definitely Akbar ul Ablah. That's all I know. No disrespect to my Muslim brothers.
I don't know. Arab money, that's fine.
Yeah, I ain't getting rid of that. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, so what I look at it from the standpoint is, you know, there's only 2 common denominators, right? Either somebody was being fucked with to the point where they had to retaliate, or they was being taught how to hate. It's the only 2 common denominators.
That's a great point. I didn't even think about this. Somebody, the mama and the daddy fuck with the kids so much. That's a goddamn shit.
Like, you got kids that go to school that get picked on.
Yeah, I did talk about
and then when they get to that boiling point, you don't know how they're gonna react. Yeah. So that's one aspect. But if you got somebody that's teaching you to hate somebody based
on top of that,
no, it's not on top of that. It's separate. If somebody's teaching you to hate somebody based off their skin color, and they never did nothing to you in real life, and your only object of hate is based off what somebody taught you, then that's a whole different scary accommodator. You know,
that's what it's. That might be it in this Georgia case. I'm thinking about other cases, and I just know it's bad. You could just hide a bottle, bro. Because I ain't got no cups right now. But it's just so sad and so messed up because I could think back when I was in elementary school, early childhood, the 5th grade, and I hate to say this, but I had great times. I grew up. We was one of the first people to integrate where I lived at, into a white school. If you live in Richmond, Virginia, I went to William Fox, right? Which was William Fox and the Fan was like the best public school you could go to, and we lived. Main Street was the cutoff line for the Fan to niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we live a half a block south from Main Street in the Bird Park area. So we luckily got bused, and I just came across white kids, and we went to school together. We played in the sandbox together. I just, I never experienced it, even not until I got to high school. Well, we was really the majority. Like we was really like, if you saw a white person in my high school,
it's few and far between.
Yeah, and it wasn't from Oregon Hill. So they was just almost. They was pretty much niggas too. Shit, that's how that was going. So I didn't.
What year was this? Because Oregon Hill got a whole different story.
This was 80s, the 80s. Oregon Hill in the 80s was still
85. Early 90s.
Oregon Hill was one of those last racist places in Richmond, Virginia, that you couldn't go through until heads started bumping.
Yeah.
And then they had to have some understanding.
Yeah, and they ran a tight ship over there. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I mean that's our reality when we talk about Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah, that's true shit. That's true shit. No, I'm gonna give an example for that.
Exactly. But then you got to look at the core. What is Richmond, Virginia?
It's a two-tier country city, black and white.
But what is Richmond, Virginia?
Capital of the South.
Capital of the Confederacy.
Yep. So everything leaves us when it comes to that whole bullshit when we talk about racism. Now, when we look at it now, how much racism do you really experience?
Yeah. I saw that's a great point.
You dig what I'm saying? Even though we went through that because of our history, and we're not talking about the 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. We're talking about
2024,
but we're talking about the history of Richmond as it relates to what we had to go through from a racism standpoint from the 70s, 80s, 90s.
I honestly, I didn't experience.
A lot of people didn't experience, but
I think so. I sound wrong. I sound bad that I didn't experience. I think that's what's supposed to.
A lot of us didn't experience, but we're talking about Oregon Hill. That's one of the last.
Yeah, bastards.
Think about it like this. If I'm interjecting too much, calm it down. Think about it like this. When you look at how you take out a cancer, you eradicate it, right?
All the way. Chemo.
Oregon Hill was the last piece for us, for Richmond. I'm not talking about outskirts, aka Chesterfield, Henrico, Hanover, Mechanicsville, all the touching points.
They were still holding on to. That's because Hollywood Cemetery was right. I think Jefferson Davis was buried in that neighborhood. That's not a lie. If you don't believe me, look it up. I'm a history major.
That's our reality.
Yeah,
that's not what it is. That's our reality.
Just imagine. This is to put in perspective for folks. Imagine the head ringleader of January 6th was buried in your backyard. Right? That's how it is in Richmond, Virginia. So it's a great point. And now my niece, my cousin, she's my cousin, but she was like my niece. She lives in Jacksonville because it's been gentrified. Everything in Richmond has been gentrified now. And I just talked about this, I think, from the post we had last week, that Richmond has increasingly been, it's not even what we perceive it to be. The rest of the country sees this town as being progressive, creative, and of the arts. Your take? Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm shocked that the rest of the country looks for us.
They do. I'll show you. I'll put you on to something with that. Yeah. It's weird, but yes, go ahead.
When you pull up the top 10 places for Black people to become
creatives, artists,
economic, fruitful, aka can you become a millionaire?
That's probably
Guess
one of the
what
best
come
ones.
up? Richmond.
It's the opportunities.
But on the same token, we are the fucking slave capital of the United States.
Yeah, it's a weird
So it's weird because what did Malcolm X say about Plymouth Rock?
That was a lot. So you got to tell me which one.
No, just Plymouth Rock.
Plymouth
Rock.
We didn't land on.
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. We was. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay.
What Plymouth Rock at?
Fucking Massachusetts.
No, that's Williamsburg.
Oh, you talking about where we landed? Where they first?
Yeah.
I was just down there last week for my family reunion. By the way,
this is the crazy part. The history and the discussion may not be 100% correct in terms of where we landed, but documentation already proved that. You know what I'm saying? Out of this whole East Coast, from Maine to Florida, Virginia just was that able state for us to get up in, land, blah, blah, blah. And it fell in our favor in a bad way. And we made it work. And fast forward as life trajected and expanded, you got everything else. But
we made it work, Eve. And I'm glad that you brought this up because Richmond, the peninsula of Virginia was the first 1607 slave trade, just to give folks to put it all together for them. There was 2 English colonies. The first one was Thanksgiving. That's the Massachusetts one. The second one was Pocahontas. And that's this one, the Virginia one. And the Virginia one was different because when the Pilgrims landed in Massachusetts, they were coming straight from England, had no people of color on that boat. They was doing the religious freedom thing. When Jamestown happened, there was Africans on that thing.
We ain't working.
Yeah. They said, when we get over here, we already know it's gonna have to be some work being done, and we not fit to do it. So let's go get these Africans, and they gonna do it for us. And they had some indentures. They had Irish. They had indentures.
They had indentured. What do they call it? Indentured servants.
Yeah,
But this is the thing that you got to realize, right? Indentured servants were based off of what?
I think if you owe money back then, if you owe somebody, let's say I owe you whatever money, and instead of me, because I'm piss poor, I come from England, unless my name's got a sir or a knight in front of it, I can't pay you back. So you say, I'm going to go over here and get some bread, you gonna work this shit off for me. And then after you work it off,
7 years.
Yeah, 7 years, you can do what the fuck you want, but you can work this shit off for me.
But at the same time, we talking from an American experience.
Yeah.
That's not an American experience.
Yeah, it's more of a British experience.
That's not a European experience in terms of how they allocate their resources to make sense for them, whether it was right or wrong. They brought that ideology with them when they came over here.
How much work are y'all doing? I think where we're going, where the conversation is for me in Central Virginia, because we say creatives, one of the things I had to learn, and I got this from you, is in order to get where you got to go or get where you want to go, ain't nobody gonna do it but you.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna do it but you.
That's a fact.
Unless you were born into some wealth of some sort, where you could just piss off your family fortune to pursue your dreams. You got to do. I had this conversation with another content creator last night, and I told him, I said, dude, because he's like, yo, man, your shit looking good. I said, look, I talked to this man, and this man was giving me some game, and I soaked it up, and I saw the work you put in, man. Like you did this shit from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you flowers now. Hold on, I do it all the time. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the bar, Yeah, it takes some time to figure out where he is. Let's do it from a stand-up point of view, because from an artist, and I've worked with. I used to do stand-up. I used to be that artist. He works with him. B, I don't know what the fuck you do. You fuck him, right?
I'm just selling drills and drill bits.
Yeah, but as an artist, as a comic, like when did you first start doing stand up? Your first set, was it 5 minutes, 10 minutes? How much time?
5 minutes.
5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And you went up on a what? You went up on a I don't give a fuck.
No, it was I took the class at the Funny Bone.
Oh, okay.
And they helped me put together my 5 minutes, and then
who was it that
Tim Woolley.
Okay, Tim Luley from down from down in Newport News.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had the 5 minutes, but like with most times when I hit a mic, I'm always trying to come up with some new stuff. So it's like,
guess what? I always tell comics this is coming from me and me on. You don't do enough drugs. They're just telling you do not do enough drugs, because sometimes comics get in their own head. Artists get in their own head. Have you ever produced somebody and you saw something in them, but they didn't see it in themselves?
Oh yeah, 100%.
And was there something you had to do, or what was that something you had to do to pull that out of? Like, I'm joking with the drugs thing. That worked for me. Okay, it might not work for Joey Bots, but from a producer point, what was it? How do you get the artist to say, "There's something there. I need you to give me this"? Because you're very direct. You'll look at it. So I've seen you direct me on the set and be like, "Jay, I need this," and I'm like, "Oh, this nigga's serious."
It's a dichotomy.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like the first thing is making sure that you got some type of rapport with the person.
Yeah.
You know,
and you got good equipment. Everything looks right
at minimum.
Yeah, at basics. Yeah.
At minimum, you know what I'm saying. Make sure you have good decorum. You know what I'm saying. That way you can have some type of conversation with the person. Because you know what I'm saying. We dealing with people. We in a people business.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying. So when you're trying to deliver content, and you want somebody to act a fool or act serious or just act period, you need to make sure that you're able to pour that out them, but you got to give them like a comfort space.
Yeah.
And everybody's comfort space may not work for you, so you may turn down work or you may turn up work. You know what I'm saying? You might have a person that say, "Hey,
I need to
you
do
saw
too.
me." No, I'll give you a prime example. Like you might have one person that say, "Hey," not saying, "Hey, let me back up." You might see a person, I like to work with that person.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to the point where you want to pull them in, and then you see where they not 100%, and you're like, "Damn, what's going on?"
Yeah.
So now you understand. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like they're not 100% committed, or
No, they not committed. They not there.
Yeah.
So now you got to understand why they're not there. So now you got to understand what their triggers are. Because when people talk about triggers, they talk about stuff in a negative way. They don't talk about it in a positive way. So like, what's your triggers? Your triggers could be like, "Hey, I need to come into an environment that looks like this," from a positive standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Then that kind of makes switch where you may work with an artist, but I need to come in with like this and looking like this. They need to have like turn up stuff that you're not accustomed to.
Yeah.
They might need hard drugs.
Yeah.
They may need to have a live environment. You know what I'm saying?
As a producer, you sit there saying, I remember we used to do a lot of Paul shit when we first met E, right?
Yeah.
And he used to hear me say a lot of gay shit. He look and say, "The fuck this nigga do?"
I was like, I don't understand it.
Yeah, right. And that's dead ass. He was like, "Yo, I don't understand what the fuck." When I say gay shit, I say weird shit like
when we
like when we walk in and say, "Doug, you eat too many nuts." He's like, "My nuts are right there. You eat too many nuts, right?" And we walked in, it's like,
What?
What the fuck? And so we pull that off with E. E is like, nigga, I do not know what the fuck you on. But he shout out to him. He laid out and gave enough grace for me to figure this shit out. And from a stand-up point of view, I know you do a certain room all the time, and I don't know if you do other rooms, but just for me, from doing stand-up from 05 to 2015, you might have to get the fuck out of Dodge. And there's cats that go out of town.
Yeah.
Or you might, because everybody's room. What I used to do, and it's going to turn into a little behind the scenes of stand-up, but what I used to do was I only did rooms that I felt comfortable in. I would not, and I went 2 nights, Wednesday night or Thursday night. You did comedy, Home Sweet Home on Curry Street.
Yeah.
Great fucking room. Never in a million years, I saw 2 black people. I saw 4 black people in that in my whole lifetime, right? But because I know the people that go up in there, and they're funny cats. I got 2 interviews from that joint. Just from going. So I don't limit myself. I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying I never limited myself from a creative point of view. So always, Joey, go fly, man.
Yeah, it was. I've been to Home Sweet Home a few times.
That's a great room, man. A great workout room.
Yeah,
especially for you, because you be talking crazy. It was all fucking crazy.
I'm getting better. I feel as if I'm getting better every time I touch the mic.
So. You getting Michael Jackson better?
I don't think anybody else will be that good. But because I feel like sometimes I'm writing for B.
That's why he is my he's my wingman. He's my wingman. Go ahead.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
B, once again, I'm calling out, there is no heaven, there is no hell.
Here we go. How the fuck we get I threw Michael Jackson to you, nigga.
I'm gonna let you go.
Come on, I'll let you
Michael Jackson, you're a producer, arguably one of the greatest entertainers, not of our time, because I don't know how old you are, not of our time, but of all time. You can agree to that, right?
100% fact.
If he was up in heaven, him being him, he'd have to put on a show.
In heaven?
In heaven.
They ain't gonna ask him.
He's just gonna do it.
Him and Prince putting together?
Yeah. They gotta have a sing-off or something.
That's their decorum.
That's how they get down.
That's how they left. They say how you leave is how you come.
Now.
All right, I'm glad somebody said it for me. All right, yeah.
Now, if he's up in heaven, he's putting on a show.
Right. I'm still with you. I wanted to interrupt, Joey, but
it's getting crazy. It's
he's dirty Diana. He dirty Diana.
Shit down. Yeah, fucking angels taking off wings, throwing them on stage and shit. I mean, there can't be a heaven with this going on, this type of commotion.
He couldn't do Thriller.
Who's bad? The devil showing up at the gates and shit?
So hold on, y'all are weighing the difference between them.
Yeah, don't put me y'all. That's them niggas. I don't know.
Yeah, me and B are
we just that's them niggas. I don't know about. I'm still trying to get Michael Jackson in heaven dancing, right? That's all I'm thinking when you setting up the premise. I'm thinking Michael Jackson in heaven performing. Nobody asked him to perform. First of all, I'm in heaven. Humble your goddamn self. Okay, bitch, I don't give a fuck who you is. That's Michael Jackson's problem.
You gonna move
so
on the crowd.
So if he's in heaven,
if
he's in heaven, based off people's religion and stuff. That's why I say if. I don't want to disrupt anybody religious belief or whatever.
They don't believe in shit. So okay.
I mean, not believing is still your religious belief. Because that's your belief. Religion is a way of life. That's all the word religion means. Religion is a way of life. So if you don't believe, that's your way of life. If you do believe, it's your way of life. Nothing more, nothing less. You know what I'm saying? Take it for what you want. If you want to look up the root word and understand where it comes from, you will still be on one side of the spectrum that makes sense to you, right? So that's all that is. But what I'm looking at, you said Michael Jackson, and you said Prince,
and Prince is in heaven giving a goddamn performance.
Check this out. What do we know Michael Jackson and Prince for?
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Both. I was going to say music, but
yeah,
I mean from both.
That's but I won't touch on that aspect. I'm just talking about music.
Music. Michael Jackson, top 3. Prince, top 3.
And then you want the religion aspect.
Both Jehovah's Witnesses.
What else do we know about them?
That they had in common?
No, just in general. What else do we know about them?
Shit. Prince from Minnesota, Michael Jackson from Gary, so they from the Midwest.
Mike has kids.
So basically, the whole
we don't know that much.
That continent, we don't know shit about them.
Right. We don't know who they was.
We don't know what they gave us in terms of their output,
or their machine gave us, or the companies.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
We don't know what they do personally.
Mike,
we don't know them in points of time.
Mike might have been out here doing the thing.
You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. So
that's true.
Now we going down the road of passing judgment.
Yeah, that's all right. See, boy, I tell you, I'm always on the horse until he make me get off.
we talk about something that don't make sense.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was a hell of a fucking goddamn performer. He had the goddamn world and the goddamn turbulence. Upside, down, sideways, whatever. And it's documented. The same with Prince. But now
there was addicts.
We don't know that.
No, I know Michael Jackson couldn't sleep, so he got on the propofol. Prince hurt his back and got on the narcotics.
I ain't heard hip, but
we don't know that.
That's what they told us. That's what's told. That's what was told to the public.
We talk about from the horse's mouth,
right? But how do somebody get hooked on sleeping, taking that milky shit to make you go to sleep because you can't sleep? Like, how does?
It's no different than what we do here. It's levels of life in everything you do.
True that. So if I'm that big, and we was talking about this before we went live, and the question was on Kanye, because I said the same thing. You said you had a Michael Jackson bit, and I said, I read something about an artist, and then the artist was revealed. It was one of those gossiping websites, and they said the artist compares himself to some of the greatest of all times, but he's also fallen under the same issues that the greatest of all times has died for, and that's propofol. And they said the artist allegedly was Kanye, and I'm like,
but see, this is the thing I'll tell y'all.
What's that?
When you hit different levels in life, you got access to different levels in life.
Let me say, I said, B, if I give you $250,000 a year just to be my wingman, so we could go out here and run and just do shit. I said some crazy shit, but you know what I mean, right? And the audience, if they've been with us for 7 episodes, know that if I got that type of money and I'm giving him $250,000 of it, trust me, we are debauching a whole bunch of shit. And you want to show him your leg?
The good foot?
Yeah, he's going to put the good foot all up in you, goddammit. But at the same time, if I was paying him out of my own bread $250K, I would hope if I'm wilding, he smacked the shit. It's like, what the fuck is you doing?
But see, that's the thing. Y'all not looking at the realization of stuff. When you at levels like that, things that you see as normal, you don't do.
Fucking hoes. It's not normal.
Something that's normal is going to the doctor. You get that level of access.
To the doctor in the house.
The doctor comes to you.
Yeah. The doctor in the house.
So if the doctor's coming to you to check on you, what you think the doctor's coming to you if you need to get some type of dental work done? Are you going to somebody's XYZ, or are they coming to you?
They're coming to me.
So when they coming to you, what they coming to you with?
Let's use the dental thing, because I got gaps in my mouth.
No. I'm talking about as a person that works in that field.
Right.
What are they coming to you with?
The doctor, they come in there with a service. If I tell them I got an ill,
the service, but they coming to you with their tools.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
what they normally do.
They tools will consist of painkillers,
medicine. Shout out to goddamn. I mean,
so you got to really look at what's going on.
I'm glad you said that.
Do you think the president of the United States is going down the street to the
Joe? I hope Joe Biden is not going to St. Mary's.
They are coming to them,
and they just got a smorgasbord.
They're in a different level of access when it comes to life, but they're still getting the same level of access that you have. You just don't have to worry about going there. They're coming to you. So now, when they're coming to you, a lot of the other things they have in place may go out of constraint. So let's talk about Michael Jackson for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he might have been getting half his shit. Hey, 100%.
He sleep.
No, that's what was said.
The propofol puts you to sleep.
It puts you to sleep, but we don't know why.
Oh, he was
behind it.
They told us that he couldn't sleep, and so
that's insomnia because he burnt the scalp.
That's what they.
That's what the
is that what he said?
No, he ain't say that shit.
So imagine if that was you.
I'll be out there, yo, I ain't say that shit. I'll be like, yo, I ain't say none of that
shit. He could have had something to settle the matter. I was at fucking rehearsal and I did too much and I ruptured something.
That's what happened. Was it a Pepsi commercial? He caught on fire.
No, that's after the fact. That's Pepsi commercial. He was still black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about the
you're right.
So he in his house, he's a high profile person. He can't go nowhere in the world. So everything that he has to have done, he has to have done in the comforts of privacy.
Why do I think? Tell me if I'm ignorant.
I can get back to that.
You good? Right now. Why is it that I'm out of pocket by thinking I'm still gonna go to CVS? Prince still tried to go to CVS.
Walking in the street.
He was still and motherfucking CVS say, Prince, what the fuck you doing here? He was like, nigga, my hip is killing me.
Yeah.
All due respect to Prince.
Like, you tripping?
Yeah, you want that one?
I'm a man.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah,
that's right.
Tell Prince.
That nigga's tripping.
Yeah, that's what you had to tell Prince for being in CVS. Man,
no, I would still. I mean, like, I get it. I honestly get it. And that's why I like E's points of view sometimes because he make me. I'm always on the reservation till I'm off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and every time he says something, I'm like, I can see how that could happen. You know, I can see B saying, "Well, I got this 250,000. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what the fuck you do. If you want to do that,
well, I'm your boy. I'm gonna try to steer you in the right direction. Somebody that don't know you,
but yeah, somebody you said it. 30 years of friendship as opposed to 5 or 10 years of friendship, and I'm paying them the same amount of money, 250,000. If I know you for 5 years only, if I know him for 30. Y'all got the same amount of fucking weight to me. I'm gonna try to listen to you, but he gonna be like, nah, nigga, you need to go to sleep tonight. You need to go to sleep tonight and let Dr. What was this? Dr. Conrad Murray,
yeah.
Let Dr. Conrad Murray hit you up with this so you can get some sleep because you've been up for 2 weeks and you Michael Jackson. You cannot be up for 2 weeks.
I can't imagine that.
Maybe
that's a tough deal.
Yeah.
And that's somebody that's on your payroll that you thinking because you see him every day that he your homeboy. So yeah, let me go ahead and
have your best interest.
Let me go to sleep tonight.
But and then maybe because I think different. That's the stuff I don't believe. You know, something like
He's back in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody heard you outside. They just heard the door close. I trust me. I wouldn't do you like that.
Oh, well, I took it off.
Yeah, okay. He know what it is. He know what it is. I'm telling you, I got a funny feeling he's been in some rooms and some studio sessions with some big heavy hitters, and he just seen some shit. He was like, nah, I'm about this bitch.
I didn't. I'll tell you offline.
Yeah, you tell me offline because I know what it is. I know what it is.
It'll take the conversation down.
Yeah, I know what it is. But see, those are the folks that I like to be around. I want to be around. I want real people to be a part of Taking No Shorts podcast. I am particular about who I put on the platform. I called Joey Boombox today. Joey Boombox was probably like, "What the fuck, Jay Grizzy calling?"
I was talking to my wife about a patch because I have like a biker look, so I was trying to get a patch, and the girl I've been talking to, her Instagram is gone, so I got to find somebody else that can draw and then like get it converted into a patch.
What, the Punisher?
No, I'm trying to come up with a logo.
You really trying to be Andrew Dice Clay out this man?
I don't know about Dice, but
I mean, me and you are the part. Everybody know who Andrew Dice Clay is?
Yeah.
Everybody knows a Dice Man.
Joey, we could definitely do stand up on this podcast anytime you want to, but I have to move on from the topic. All right, so the next one I got is what is it? Let's switch the conversation. I know. This week marks the 13th year of me doing some form of podcasting / internet radio. So I have to give a shout out to, thank you. In different levels, when I first started this thing, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was doing stand up and I met a promoter. Shout out to Tim Casey, who was a promoter doing Apollo Night at Funny Bone back in the early 2010s. Peace to you, cuz. I see you on the IG. So, and it was a dude that played, and he was a Puerto Rican dude. Corey Fernandez used to do.
I know. I heard the name.
Corey Fernandez used to do stand up at BET Comic View. Did a movie with Bruce Willis. He came to Richmond and do some time, and he was promoting it. And I took at the time my girlfriend, soon to be my wife. I was just like, yeah, we going. I want to show you what I want to do. You met your wife afterwards.
Yeah.
No,
I met my wife before.
Before you were doing the stand up. Right?
Yeah.
So I met my wife while I was doing the stand. I was trying to impress her. I was like, see? And she was like, nigga, you ain't fucking. Boom. Boom, nigga. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, so I was trying to press her go out on a date. Anyway, we had an after party, short pump. It was a Fridays out there at the time. And so I'm thinking we are hobnobbing with big timers.
Okay.
I mean, no disrespect, guys, no disrespect. But at the time, I'm trying to impress my wife. So the promoter was like, "You trying to?" I don't know. I think I said, "Yeah, I'm trying to do that. Whatever that guy's doing, I'm trying to do that." Right? He was just like, "Call me up, and I'll see if I can get you on." I was like, "I don't want to do Funny Bone off top. Like, you did Funny Bone first night."
The class.
The class. No, I did. I went to
the graduation class.
I did. What's the joint on Hall Street? The after hours joint behind Hall and 35th. I'm talking to a real Southside cat. First of all, Hall and 35th or something like. I forgot the name of the club.
Satellite.
Was it? It's not the Satellite. Satellite on Jeff Davis, but just before you get to.
Well, yeah, they be saying those joints out.
You're right. This was 2010, 2011. So.
And usually it's through the computer. So I did something different. I hooked up something different tonight. God damn it! Who can put 2 in the stink and 1 in the pink and still come back and record a fucking live broadcast to the world? Only one motherfucker, and that's Jay Grizzly Green. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you like. Oh, let me tell you the name of the podcast. The name of the podcast is called Taking No Shorts Pod. A lot of folks say, Taking? Oh, Tucker or Toka? No, you got to be black first. I won't limit myself to black folk, but you just got to know when I say taken, Takin, no, no, shorts, SHORTS, pod, POD. Taking No Shorts podcast. I'm your host, Jay Grizzly Green, aka Mr. Leave No Meat on the Bone, aka the Black Dick Cabot. Yeah, dig. Make sure you like, share, subscribe anywhere where you find your favorite podcast. Also, every Friday around this time, you can catch us live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And then later on, it'll be at those platforms and then some. Great conversation the first half of the pod. Thanks everybody for being here, but this guy first, all right? I was always first, by the way. You know what I'm talking about.
If you say so.
No. If we were in the same building, right, with a lady,
Yeah.
you would make me believe I was first.
Of course.
Yeah. Thank you. That's what a friend would do. That's what a friend would do. You wouldn't say to me, Jay, I was that for you.
He tripped to Ric Flair. She was mine.
She was mine before she was yours. Ladies and gentlemen, the original member of the Four Horsemen of VCU, the world's television champion, and last but not least, you don't need to know his name, it's on his hat. Ladies and gentlemen, B!
What up, man? What up?
God damn it, B! That's a white people. One of no niggas. One of no niggas. I don't know how to get bucks in. One of no niggas in that clan clap. What's up, man?
Ain't nothing much, man.
I know you checking the audio because you gonna tell me mid-sentence. The audio is off, the audio is not running, and I'm like, B, you could find another way. Like, you give me a signal. Like, he could do this.
You gotta make up.
He could throw up his leg, his marathon leg like this. It'd be like, that's the signal, Jay, that the audio's not working. You know what this motherfucker do? He just come out on the air. Nigga, they can't hear us.
They can't hear us, so they can't know. They don't know what I'm saying anyway.
But this is your je ne sais quoi that you have to have with that. So, with that being said, can they hear us speak?
Okay.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good, man.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Tomorrow, right?
Yep.
I don't tell them your age, because you still out here. You're trying to sling that thing for the young girl, right?
It don't matter how old I am.
No.
I'm still gonna be trying.
You're going to be trying, okay.
Except for my little girl's in college.
Yes.
And I went to pick her up. I'm like, look at all these little kids running around. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you used to be.
They might be looking for a sugar daddy.
Yeah, I'm telling you. That sugar daddy,
look past me.
them sugar daddy websites is making money hand over fist. Okay?
I'm like, man, ain't she 12? Her.
Not
in college. Yeah. But they look like
I'm about to move on from you because you did say some shit already.
They just tiny looking, man.
Shout out to your town.
Franklin with all the people.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Check in.
Let me give them a huge toast because without you, y'all, I'm dead. I'm just joking.
Every bit helps, We'll go out.
Oh no, we're to be fair, in 3 months, I have the numbers. I'll show you. From end of August to end of May to end of August, we have touched around 8,500 3-second interactions. So that's a specific number. I haven't gotten the numbers from now, but I'm sure there's something between over the summer that I've done with this podcast that has 300%, like numbers wise, done 300% of what I've been doing before. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but I'm sure the data is there.
It's AI.
Yeah, that's a great fucking segue. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna talk to you about that. And we got somebody that can really talk to us about that. But let me introduce my other guest tonight. He is a regular here at Taking No Shorts podcast. He's a fellow West Indian, and he is a fellow stand-up comedian. I like to call him Joey Boombots. But ladies and gentlemen, he likes to introduce himself as
Joe Skates.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's who he is, Joe Skates. What up?
Nothing much.
God damn it. You are a steady Eddie, if there was ever a steady Eddie. I don't know if anybody's ever called you a steady Eddie.
No, I don't.
When the lights come on, I seen your act, man. Your act, when these lights come on, it's a different. You don't know what to do when these goddamn lights come on. You're like, do you?
Yeah, this is my.
It's a different thing.
Cause I don't know if I'm connecting. So
Well, I can tell you this. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you keep trying to figure out where it is. Because in the same instance, before we wrapped up, like I said, I used to do all these I want to say hole in the walls, but these after hour spots like Red Fox used to do, and all these dudes that really played their dues in the game. And then I figured out, like, I ain't no paying dues type of, like, I can't get in the gutter. Like, I ain't no gutter comic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that. I got to meet my audience. You got to find where your audience is. That's it. That's it. And so because I know you and because I seen your act, I was like, okay, that to me, I thought there was something there. So I was like, yeah, I'll fucks with you, false. But I'll see what's well, I know they telling me. And the girl the other day at work, when you work I work in the office like maybe 3 times a month.
Mhm.
One time I go in the office, right? We they had some type of the cafeteria had some type of like cookout thing. It was for Labor Day, right? So cookout, you have what?
hot dogs, hamburgers.
Right. And I had a hot dog, right? It was fucking what's that shit not that onion shit they put on?
With relish?
No.
Sauerkraut?
Sauerkraut.
Oh.
I had sauerkraut, relish, mustard, onions on that shit. And I was going, you can picture this as a creator, you probably can too. So yeah. So I'm eating. I'm sitting here, and I'm like, "Oh, it's free lunch. Y'all giving us?" And I said, "I haven't had. It was New York hot dog. Be clear, because I like New York hot dogs. They really good, and they gave me the sauerkraut, the relish, the onions, all that. I'm in on the elevator. Only motherfucker on the elevator, Joey Boombox. I get off the elevator, and the elevator reaches my floor. And as the doors open, it's one of the baddest jumps up in the office. I never see her, but she bad. My wife gonna kill me. But as the doors open and I see this jump, I am getting a glizzy. I'm eating it like that. Ah! And guess what she said? She said, pause, nigga. Pause on all that. What is you doing? I said, I'm eating a hot dog. She said, no, nigga, you just eating a glizzy. I said, what? What is a glizzy? I didn't know what a glizzy was.
Oh, you hadn't heard that, yeah.
But I said, well, I mean, I knew what it was, but I had to, I had to try to save face the best way I could, Joey Boombox, because you have to imagine the doors were opening, and as the doors were opening, I'm not even gonna do it.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, thank you. I'm not even.
We don't need the visual.
Yeah, we don't need the visual, but you can only imagine.
I have that joke. It's
Come on, it's
like who took that? I don't recall that voting at the cookout. Like, we're gonna just take that off the menu.
Which one?
Hot dogs are delicious.
Yeah, they are.
And you just gonna take them off the menu because they're all of a sudden gay now? Yeah, no.
It depends on who's
I'm
seeing.
too old for
Hold
gay.
on, Joey Boombox.
It
depends on who's seeing you eat it and how you taking it. Because there's a lot. You seen the booty bandit down Louisiana?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
He don't think.
That's a new one on me. Oh, you that was on
that was on
Boondocks.
Yeah, the Boondocks.
Oh, okay.
They not on the Boondocks.
Guy.
Not on the Boondocks. He was on fucking what's the joint on NBC with the true crime shit.
Oh, you talking about
Chris Hansen?
Yeah, Chris Hansen, like the dude. Yeah, old boy go.
That's not Louisiana.
I thought he was in Louisiana.
No, that's fucking Arkansas.
Arkansas, some shit down. I mean, I think Virginia's down south, but this is way down south. But this nigga say
Fleece Johnson.
Fleece. Yeah, you looked it up.
No, that's Alabama.
I don't know what the fuck that motherfucker say.
I think it's either Arkansas or Alabama because he was talking some real shit. He was one of the ones that was doing that shit.
Yeah, he was in jail. He had a hell of. Now, I would to be fair to Fleece and all his brothers that's on lockdown. And they're not locked down, but locked up down south, Angola prison, I think it is. That's Louisiana. They're not Angola's not.
Angola is Louisiana.
He won't locked up in Angola.
No,
that's the one I saw.
He close up to us.
Okay.
With the states where I
like shit. Cause I don't have a date, but that was rough.
I mean, I get it. I mean, he just said the bit, but I look, Joey. Who sees you eat the hot dog now is important in 2024, and how? Now, in 1987, when we were at our people's cookout and eating a hot dog, nobody gave a fuck about how you ate your hot dog. Okay?
Yeah.
But in 2024, for some odd reason, when those elevator doors opened, and she said, "What the fuck?" That's just like B walking in when I'm talking about almonds. That's what happened.
You were talking about nuts.
Yeah, I'm just saying. The consciousness of the pause is tremendous, bro. It's tremendous.
Lord Jesus, we don't get down a hamburger.
A hot dog. A hamburger is different.
No. A hamburger.
That's what is a hamburger?
Ain't nothing wrong with the hamburger.
No.
But if they say something wrong with the hamburger,
it's a motherfucking problem. You cannot eat a hamburger.
Oh, you eating ass.
Okay.
God damn.
Cause I eat a fucking hamburger, the fucking Big Mac. Cause I'm, the cookout will be over.
Not the Big Mac. Then they eat double ass.
Yeah.
Chicken and ribs. That quarter pounder get a big old fat.
I mean, my wife made some ribs this week, and I looked at her. This is when white folk come out. I looked at her like I was crazy, like she was crazy. I said, no, I don't eat no pork ribs. I eat beef ribs. I don't do pork. I don't do pork ribs that much because there ain't that much meat on the rib part. I don't know, but you gotta eat. You're a chef. I bought and I've ate your food.
Man, you're a producer and a chef.
I'm telling you, bro. I had the Cajun shrimp and chicken, Joe.
804 E.
I had the Cajun shrimp and chicken at a football Sunday. I forgot if the Steelers won or not.
You gave me too much.
Yeah, I gave it the fucking shit was falling off the fucking bubble. I was like, but I ate that shit anyway. Is there some kind of ribs that's got more meat on the ribs? I'm thinking beef because I like when my mama and them made beef ribs. The pork ribs don't have that much meat on. It's more
beef
fat.
ribs will have more beef on them because they beef ribs, but it depends on how it's cut.
On
the same token, if you like pork ribs, shit, you're gonna have more. It boils down to what you like, bro.
Yeah, I like cutting up joints with the meat. I like meat on. Should I say pause? I'm just asking because I saw Dane Dash this week. His goddamn teeth fell out.
Oh wow! I didn't see that.
Look,
goddamn, Dane is on a hard time.
I'm telling you, internet is a son of a.
I didn't know he was like that.
No, the internet is the thing is.
No, his whole shit.
Yeah, his whole shit gone. His whole shit gone.
What?
But
my whole shit is gone.
But you ain't gonna. No, you recorded your shit. Let the shit fall out. Gave it to your assistant or your girl or somebody that was rocking with you. You gave the camera. Yo, you see it?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry, bro.
His teeth gone.
Yeah.
He got the shits.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Mhm.
It's just how it happened.
How it happened.
And then who he was talking to.
50. Who was talking to 50?
Yeah.
Trying to get that 50, talking about we
Rich
going.
nigga conversation.
Yeah, true. Yeah. We show me the movies because I'm paraphrasing, but he said it correctly. That's rich nigga conversation.
Yeah. we argue about who can do what most.
Who can make movies or who can
These
make
motherfuckers are arguing back
networks.
and forth, and they in mansions and shit.
Networks. I'm in my, y'all can't see it. It don't look like it, but it's a garage. Goddamn.
This motherfucker.
He was sort of studio.
Right. No shit.
It's all how you say it.
Yeah, it's all about how you say it. It could be Shay La Grizzy, goddamn it.
he walking up after the fact. Y'all ain't see the after fact, did?
No, I saw the part where
I'm just hearing about it.
Oh, he handed the phone to his, I don't know who it was, but somebody that was with him as you recording.
No, he was recording.
He was recording.
He was like this.
Whoa.
Yeah, sure. Hold up. But the after effect is what will get you. Because he made fun of himself.
Because he knew what it was. That's true. He can't say that one though.
He took that bitch out
and put, and then he said, give it to me. He told his sister, give me this. You don't know what you doing. Nigga, what?
Look, he took that motherfucker out. Nigga had 1 tooth over here. And nothing over there.
I don't understand. I don't understand that. You trying to put it together.
Having money.
Yeah, you trying to put it together because you ain't seen it yet. Because I can see it in your face. You like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? I'm gonna tell you. Dave Dash put out a video on his live, just like I'm on my live right here. Now imagine me on my live, spontaneous, impromptu, and all of a sudden my whole fronts come out. And I know I got fronts that might be loose. See, the thing is, I think he knew his fronts was loose.
No.
He still went out there, though.
He knew it was, I don't think he knew it was loose. I don't think he knew the motherfucker would pop up. Pop it out.
He knew he had, look, nigga, you knew you had him.
And when that's why he doubled back.
Yeah.
That nigga took his shit out. He like, look.
Trust and believe.
He started looking like
trust and believe.
1,000 years old.
I know where I is at all times. And B gonna tell me you ain't cut shit off. Or E gonna tell me, nigga, you ain't, I'm gonna know where I'm at all times when that internet is on. Because they ain't gonna miss shit.
Look, he tried to stunt though.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He ain't no broke nigga.
He trying to, because he on papers like a motherfucker. Like
that don't count.
Yeah, don't count.
Yeah, that's how you save money. I went through bankruptcy a couple times. That's how you save money.
Yeah, but I'm thinking he trying to keep it. He trying to keep whatever he got, so folks don't know he got it.
No, it don't work like that. When you deal with real paper,
yeah,
that's what rich people do.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That part I don't care about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If anybody want to argue, I would invite them to come argue, and then put their assets up. And if it don't make sense, you won't have no argument.
I know
because this is how America worked when it comes to finances. Now, we were just talking about that little piece. That's the part that was funny.
Yeah.
So that part tripped me out. So like, keep the game.
How can he cannot let that happen?
No, so you ain't see the other part.
No, I didn't. I got to go.
He took it up.
He tried to clean it up.
No, he don't try. He did clean it up. Now, if it works, and how he cleaned up,
that's one story.
So what he did, he this is yesterday.
Yeah,
he took the motherfuckers out.
Clean.
But
hey, yo.
But this motherfucker, he pulled out the shit. That motherfucker attached the goddamn $100,000 worth of goddamn
grills on it.
Yeah, on top of that shit. So
He tried to flip it. That's a hustler though. That's a hauler nigga for real. That's a hauler nigga for real.
I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know what you mean now. That's a hauler nigga for real. Cause he can't get caught out there slipping.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody put it back in, but you see what's attached to it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta now. If you was, because I know now.
Hey, nigga, old man. He ain't no young nigga.
No, he. If I'm a Gen X, he Gen X more than me. So yeah,
he got to be every bit of goddamn.
Here's the thing. Here's the part I say with that.
Yeah.
Here's what I say with that from a hip hop perspective. Being that, and we 50 plus odd years in the hip hop, if hip hop so called was 73, was they need to have a separate category for hip hop artists, just like they have for adult contemporary artists. Like if you not a teeny bopper back in the day, and you wasn't putting out teeny bopper music, and you wasn't pop. You can't be a hip hop artist sitting out here competing with Lil Durk and you rock him. That's not even a conversation that is gonna have. So let hip hop grow. Give hip hop another lane of hip hop adult contemporary hip hop. It ain't nothing to me. And I'm not. I heard this from another person in the hip hop game that said that. So it's not an idea that came from me. But when I saw it come across my space, I was like, yeah, because I rock with I rock with a lot of young cats, but then I rock with a lot. I still like what I like. So if an artist is out here like Rakim or Nas or Ghostface Killer and they putting out music, how they can't chart with Kodak Black?
I kind of beg different.
How? How can they not? They can't compete with him.
Yeah, because it's based off of what you deliver.
So the content that
it's the message.
Yeah, the message that those young rappers got, and I was gonna bring this up, but Rich Homie Quan, my type of way rapper.
R.I.P.
Yeah, he overdosed allegedly. They said he overdosed.
I don't think he overdosed.
What happened?
His old lady just fell to sleep.
Yeah, something happened.
I mean, something happened, but
something happened.
I mean,
so anything could have happened, but he ain't with us.
But where they found him at?
I don't know where they found him at.
They found him in the comfort of his home, sleeping on the couch.
Yeah,
and he just passed away.
That sounds like some
like
Montana shit.
Like, what the fuck? You
know
what I'm saying? Like,
motherfucker walk up, cause I can see me chilling in my office right now in my house, and if a motherfucker come in there and get me, he the goddamn CIA.
I mean, like, people tripping off of it, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the brother was in his house.
Yeah. The talkabouts, when I follow the talkabouts, because I got a talkabout type podcast. Yeah. The talkabouts are saying he OD on so he and it had some. He took some pills and it might have had some fentanyl. And
it might have.
Yeah, but we don't know because we want that. We honestly, the only person that know is the coroner in Atlanta, Fulton County. Today.
And they may not even know.
Yeah, I was about to say, does the coroner know yet?
The only reason I'm saying that because typically when you see like a artist that he passed away, blah blah blah, it's only two things, right?
Drugs or shot.
But it's the environment they was in.
He was enveloped. Right. Yeah. Okay.
He was in his house laying on the goddamn couch.
And he had not had a lot of music put out in quite a while. Like he wasn't out on Front Street.
Well, he had some new music out, but outside of that, I'm just talking about just in general. He was on his couch in his house, sleep. He wasn't out in the world doing all the extra stuff. He was on his couch, sleep. You know what I'm saying? His old lady had to come back and check him because she
called. She made the 911 and said he ain't breathing.
No,
somebody made it.
She did that. That's after the fact. They was doing their normal, at least from what she was projecting. She was doing her normal everyday activity.
That's why I always tell my wife, every 2 hours, I don't give a fuck what you doing. Come check on me.
He was literally on the couch sleeping.
Yeah, come check on me, goddamn.
So now, what I'm seeing is now everybody trying to compile these stories about
what might have happened.
He interviewed on. I'm like, We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he was out and about and moving around,
that's one thing I say. He wasn't Tupac.
I'm like, God damn, the bro was on his fucking couch.
He wasn't out here spitting that MTV, telling everybody to fuck a whole coast. He wasn't doing all that.
He was on his couch sleep.
Yeah.
And God decided to call him. He wasn't doing nothing more.
Same thing with Fat Man School.
Oh, yeah. No, that's different.
Yeah, he passed out on stage, though.
He was on stage. He was performing.
That could have happened if he was performing.
Big Pokey.
Mm-hmm. So here's another
2023. He was on stage performing and fell out.
Y'all gotta take care. Look, I get a hangnail. Maybe because I'm telling you, maybe because people say you're bougie or whatever. No, I pay for good insurance. If I got a hangnail, if it look like something that's gonna make me sneeze, I'm asking somebody that's got an MD, DMD, or something behind it to assess it more than me, so that I don't leave nothing to chance while I'm here. Everything else outside of this earthly world, sorry fellas, I give it to my God. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even have to apologize for that. I give it to him. But while I'm here, I'm gonna do what I can to stick around for me and mine. It's that time. Somebody give me a. That's get. Oh, that's money. Get the money. That's the money call. All right. So speaking of that,
but that's all we're saying. I ain't want to try to hop on.
No, that's it's a good conversation because those are.
Brother, he was literally at home. He wasn't out in the world doing nothing. He was literally at home.
He was chilling
on his couch, sleep. And he just happened to die.
When it came across.
So now everybody putting all these other speculations.
Yeah, when it came across my shit, I was just like, God damn. When I saw his age, 34, and when I thought about when I was 34, what I was doing.
Now, he could have been loaded. We don't know.
It don't matter, because he's 34 and gone.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm just looking at where he was at.
Yeah.
He won't out. Hey, I'm trying to get there and do a show.
He won't do it.
I'm trying to push the line.
You remember when
I'm at fucking home and I died.
Yeah.
And then y'all bringing all this other bullshit to make something that don't make sense. Like, bro, like, damn, I can't even fucking die right. like for real.
That comes with it. Well, I mean, once you give him all this space of you, because once I go in there,
he's a celebrity.
Yeah, once I give him that, they can trust me. B B got some shit from his own hometown. They say you over here sipping with the sippers, sinning with the sinners, and I said you got that right. You did. I know. I'm sorry.
Dang,
yeah,
get right.
Can't get right. So I always pick up my phone, and every time I pick up my phone, I picked up my phone tonight, and the Matrix, the AI, automatically knew what I was getting ready looking for.
Oh,
it knew. I showed y'all when we went to break.
Oh yeah, Agnes.
I pulled up my Instagram. And because I had put so much data based on how I interacted with the algorithm on what I'm doing on Instagram, it showed me something, and I said, "Yeah, that's about right, goddammit. That's what I was looking for." And it hit a dopamine in me. I said, "God damn, thank you, AI. You knew exactly where my head was at." And then I showed y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all said what?
Damn.
Thank you for being a real nigga. Thank you. Thank you. Now, if you have the means, that too can be yours. That too could be yours. Now, that's my algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
Some other people's algorithms are, and I used to do this early on, episode 1, 2, 3, or 4, 6, 15. I used to get guests to come on, and I said, let me have your phone. Let me see your Explore page on your social media or whatever. Or let me go through your social media, and that will not me through me, but that will let the audience know through my interpretation that your phone tells who you is. And when I got Brent, Brent said, you want to tell him what you want to say? You know what it said. No idea. Titties and babies. That's what it said. Titties and babies. And I said to myself, that sounds a goddamn right. Is your algorithm is your algorithm in touch with you? Back then, this is 2022. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. So this AI thing, is it real? What do you mean by? And you are let's be clear.
Can it predetermine what you like to see?
Yeah. Was you physics or was you you was physics? Yeah. Yeah, you was physics major at VC. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm saying it just goes by what you have previously viewed and it collects.
No, it goes by what you give it. Yeah. Because you got to put it in there. If I'm searching, let's give it my search from Google. Yeah. My Google search is going to pin into.
It compiles the history of things you already looked for and looked at.
That means you're searching for titties.
It's no shame in
no shame in that, right? I'm going somewhere, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody likes titties.
Especially, right? Every band does, and every lesbian woman does, right? Yeah.
So it just compiles what you looked for in the past and sends you similar items.
And when you see that, when you
Go ahead.
Yeah, when you see this, when you pull up your device during the day or whatever time you interact, the first thing you see when you pull it up to interact with it, and it shows you something that hits your dopamine like that, what you say to yourself? Thank you.
Well, I don't really see much of that more because now it's mostly politics and stuff like that.
But all right, so good segue or good, not a segue, but a good point that you're making. Is that where you're at right now?
Yeah. So it'll send me things on politics and everything.
And is it guiding you?
No, it's following what I've given it.
Thank you. Once you give Neo and what's the sister on the Matrix? The Oracle?
Oh yeah.
Once you give them motherfucking hoes, everything short of your left nut is over. It is over. They know they're gonna figure out and know everything about you, in my opinion. That's my humble opinion. I'm gonna go to Joy Boombox. I'm gonna say the expert for last. Joy.
I don't know. Instagram's calling me a fat ass.
There you go. What do you mean? What are you eating, Joey? You came in here with peanut butter fucking cookies.
I'm not eating anything, but
no, you came in here with the great peanut because next time you come, I'm eating them because I know.
I got whatever.
Man, give me them goddamn cookies.
But it's on Instagram though. It's like they keep giving me like pizza pie. Anybody that sells pizza, they keep coming on my camera.
What are you about? 6'1",
6'3",
6'3",
yeah,
190.
No, I am a fat ass.
There you go. That's what we're talking about. What the fuck you think that goddamn Look at here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at some shit.
Yeah, 7-Eleven.
He can't
racking me. I don't know what
he can't help it. I don't
know if you know allergic to peanuts, but
pause.
Try it. These are some good ass cookies.
Look, can I have a hold?
Yeah, they good.
Thank you. I'm doing you a favor. So you're an Android guy too, by the way.
Yeah.
So you pick up your device tomorrow.
Yeah.
And your device is going to tell you that it's going to say Joy Boombox.
The last thing that popped up that like had me shook was what is it? You can get a little, the ice cream machines at McDonald's.
You get in your house?
Yeah, you can get a little one for like $300.
Get that money, baby. That was
and you can have ice cream in 20 minutes.
Yeah, they think you're a fat fuck, Jody. They think you're a fat fuck. Be careful. Be careful. Elon and JD Vance and Peter Thiel and all them motherfuckers, they are in your guts. Paul. I ain't even gonna say pause for that. They're in your guts, sir.
Okay.
That's how bad it is.
Hope they bought them dinner first.
But that's how bad it is. They literally know you cannot resist 7-Eleven. Shout out to 7-Eleven. peanut butter cookies, and I must say that goddamn cookie. I need some water.
Yeah, you get a cookie from 7-Eleven.
I'm still Brian.
Eat it, man.
Cookie.
I'm good. I got some food.
Yeah, look. So, all right. So,
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell you, he is the MacGyver of the hood, right? So he's not only a videographer, a music producer, and a chef, but he is also a computer programmer, right?
No, I was saying that's a lot of titles.
No, yeah, but he's also a computer. What is the proper word for it? Like a computer security, manifester. I don't know what the fuck. Cyber security, motherfucker. Too. Yeah. So now you pick up your phone because you're a well versed in this. You know what all of this technology does. Why am I tripping?
I don't know why y'all tripping. Because you just feed them what the system needs to give you the output of what you want.
I want information always, all the time. I want it like right there. It's when I pull up my TV, like tonight I missed an NFL game, and I got a couple of NFL players in my fantasy league. When I wrap up the podcast,
Eagles are up 30-26.
Well,
Eagles 31.
Green Bay 30. That means that's a lot of points. That's a lot of points to be scored. And here we are in 2024 talking about an NFL game in Brazil. Shout out to Brazil. I want to go that one. That's one of my punch. Yeah, that's one of my bucket list joints. But all right, so it's only reacting to what we give it.
Yeah, and this is not no new information. This is shit been going on for like 10 plus years.
Mm-hmm. Meaning, did they say did the powers that be say we're about to program? We're gonna predetermine what you want before you want it.
No, nothing's predetermined. Nothing that you want for you want it. What it's doing is giving you what you want based off what your actions are. But at the same time, it goes back to one basic thing. It's called data collection.
Yeah, they got a lot of years of that since 9/11. They I hate to do pronouns, but technology and social media companies have done a hell of a lot with your data as of 9/11.
So artificial intelligence dates back to 1950s, 60s. It's not something that's new. It's something that's been implemented into.
Came from the army. Came from the military.
Yeah. They got from that. They implemented part of their protocol to do what they need to do. I mean, when you're talking about artificial intelligence, this is not something that's new. You know, artificial intelligence is basically saying, hey, I want to be able to augment something that you're doing and give you an idea to help you think about what you want to do.
That's AI right here. That's the show. Just to put it in perspective for everybody, the show rundown I had, not that show rundown, but that show rundown right there is all a computer.
That's generated AI.
Yeah.
That's not AI.
That's the difference. That's a big difference.
Generated AI is say, hey, that's the next phase. Give me your input. I'm going to give you an output on what I think it may work.
But it's thinking. That's the point.
Yeah.
That I'm saying. The goddamn motherfucker is Hal from Odyssey 2001. And if you don't know what Odyssey 2001 is, I heavily encourage you to watch that movie.
So you have two phases of it. You have AI, right? AI,
sweet ass cookie.
It's called artificial intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
There's two components brought together to give you an output. That's all it is. You know, so we're just feeding. Basically, what we're doing, we're feeding the machine to give enough information to give us a tangible thought on what we perceive that we may want as the output.
Let me ask you.
But before, because I got rid of lead.
No, I had a question too. Sure,
but before we close on that, I'm literally writing a dissertation on this shit.
I believe it. I know. I think you're doing your master's, right?
No, I'm a doctorate.
Doctorate.
All right. So, do I want to see titties and ass, or they're just
That's a comment.
they're forcing me to watch titties and ass.
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's a great question. Nobody's forcing you anything that you want to see. You
can still control it. You can block it if you want.
You're taking a device to reach out to something. No,
I want to see titties and ass.
no. I'm gonna break it down to you.
Okay.
You want to
use this for your thesis.
You want to see titties and ass. Before you want to see titties and ass, you want to see titties and ass. So that's the first thought. Okay. You already created that part. So before you even entertain that thought about bringing in a computer, because these are all computers.
Yes. That's before you think about putting it in your device.
Had that thought. So
they just co-opt.
Your second process is to say, hey, I don't want to use my phone to make a call. I don't want to use my phone to make a text. I don't want to make my phone I don't want to use my phone to do a message.
To improve humanity.
You want to use your phone
for
to go
titties and
on
ass.
the internet and go to a porn site and look at titties and ass.
But most of men do though.
But hold on. This the kicker. So now that you're doing that,
it's going
every time you go on your phone that surpasses those three things. Making a phone call, sending a message, sending a text, means you want to go to the internet
and prioritize
and look at a porn site.
That's my point though, E.
Yeah.
It then gave you then gave your brain, just by telling your device, you have allowed your brain to be co-opted by the device, the computer.
No. It's the opposite way.
The computer has co-opted your brain.
No. Your brain is the brain. Your brain already decided.
Yes, that I agree with. So you don't get. So that's my point. Is I don't know if I should want. I'm about to be taking.
Artificial intelligence is helping you get there faster.
Yeah, it is.
That's all it's
doing.
It
is. But I'm almost. So is the Unabomber right?
It's called feeding the machine.
But the Unabomber, y'all know who the Unabomber is, right? Yeah. He wrote about this. He was again a crazy white man that was killing a hell of a bunch of people, but he was sitting there and wrote a fucking what do you call it? Manifesto saying, if the goddamn technology get like this, do you want it? Do you want it to be like this?
Yeah.
It's a tool.
But what he was saying was more of a theory. We're talking practical.
Yeah. I don't think it's practical. I think the shit's happening because I could cut that goddamn live off and I could pull up my shit. And I'm telling you, it's a girl that's out there selling that thing, and I got the money to give it to her.
But see, that's not artificial intelligence. You're just being pinpointed with people that had commonality.
Damn, I'm a whore.
We're talking about is a machine making a decision based off what you always input. If everything that you
say, do not go into my history.
If you say, hey, it's 11:07.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go find me a little porn.
Yeah, that thickety.
Let my mind do what I do so I can get off.
Yeah.
And you do that every day. And guess what? You don't have to do it every day. All you gotta do is for a whole day.
Yeah.
If that's your pattern,
yeah,
that's what you're gonna receive.
Yeah.
But what you gonna do? Every time you pick your phone up and you start going to the website and you seeing porn and you're not looking at porn. You gave them the motherfucking information saying, hey, this is what I do.
And they tell you that. All those internet companies tell you.
I gotta get my food.
You good. Thank you, E. Appreciate it, man. You got any shout outs you want to give out for your bounce? Go ahead.
Always.
No, just so you can hold it. Give him 1 and 2 and 1 and a 2.
Always thank you for the platform, bro.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Jay Grizzly, you know what I'm saying? One thing I always say about your platform, taking those shorts, you're consistent. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I always say, you know what I'm saying? Nothing happens fast overnight. You know what I'm saying? Anything that happens consistently will give you success long term. You know what I'm saying? So
thank you. You came through. Anytime I put out the call, anytime the phone call is put out, the phone is picked up Too Sweet, and he says, "Say less."
And I would say this for anybody that's trying to launch their platform and you looking for some overnight success and that shit don't work, it ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you why, it ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why, it ain't for you. And this is the real reason why. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Then,
Hey, that's some real ass shit. Hold on. Hey, that's some real.
when you want to do it, you gonna do that shit
Regardless.
You got 1,000 people in the room,
but 3.
Oh, you got nobody but yourself in the room.
Yeah, that's some
and
real ass.
Perform and you got
let me put that.
You know what I'm saying? So when you got a platform where you feel like that joint's winning and everybody around you, just think about it like this. Keep that same consistency when ain't nobody around you and you gotta get that platform running.
Amen.
That's why I salute his brother.
Thank you.
When I met him through my other brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was doing his own thing. You know what I'm saying? I just added to it and you know what I'm saying? He kept on going. And he still added to it. And I ain't got nothing to do with it right at this point other than showing up, and he still performing, showing up and showing out.
Wait, I'm gonna get I'm gonna get him here for October. At the end of October.
Anybody else that want to do their platform, and you feel like you got to have 1,000 motherfuckers around, you already coming in with losing mindset. Just come in doing what you want.
Just what you want to do.
And when people fluctuate or influctuate, you know what I'm saying. Just keep growing. You know what I'm saying.
Amen.
It is. I'm out.
804 E Beats in the building. Hold on, I gotta give you I'm a man, and I'm 40 or above.
40.
Yeah, that's right.
You guys mentioned 804 E Beats and Eats.
Oh, you want the food?
Get the food in there too.
Oh no, the food. Hey, dude, I'm telling you,
Look, that shit was a blessing.
that shit was bull as a bitch, man. I swear for Jesus. Obi looked at me and said, "You ain't gonna walk me tonight, nigga." I said, "No, not after I ate all that goddamn food. You got me fucked up. I'm not doing that shit." Oh, I'll holler at you tomorrow, brother.
When I start selling that shit across the goddamn state line.
Yeah. Click clack, and clickety clack. One last thing before we wrap up on this AI thing.
Y'all be safe, man.
All right, appreciate you, E. Give me a text.
Did I give you some shit?
What's that? Yeah, I got the cricket crack.
I'm gonna give it.
Yeah, holler at me tomorrow.
All right, bro.
Peace and love, brother.
All right.
This AI thing as we wrap up because again, he's had his hands in that field, and I'm just amazed by when I pull up my phone, it automatically know what the fuck I want.
I would say
It know it.
food, titties, and ass.
Like I go to YouTube,
Every man's
they give me the same stuff over and over.
B, I'm telling you that I'm gonna tell you as a YouTube connoisseur at Taking No Shorts podcast is on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, give me a like, give me a share at Taking No Shorts Pod on YouTube. You need to expand. I don't know what horizon you're in, but the internet is there for you to enjoy.
Oh yeah.
You know, expand it, brother. Expand it.
Right now, I'm enjoying what I'm getting because I.
Oh, you on that politics shit? You told us.
Oh yeah, the politics.
I'm past the politics. You know why? Because that's an airplane.
Yep.
Your peanut butter cookies are too sweet, man.
Oh, yeah.
Too sweet. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh, we got to.
What did he come in the private jet?
No, we got to talk about some wrestling because we'll wrap it up, folks. That's paying attention to us on all the social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Also, every I have where you catch your favorite podcast.
Sorry.
So the wife was saying, "Bring your ass home," and you've been following wrestling, pro wrestling?
Oh yeah.
I haven't. I saw the picture of Rhea Ripley pinning what's her name?
Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan. They sound like porn actresses, really, except for Rhea Ripley. But Liv Morgan is a porn actress, and there's if you don't know, a Vince McMahon documentary. I haven't had Netflix in quite a while since they went up.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
No, I mean I have it, but like certain movies, you can't get if you have that low tier. The low tier.
Low shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I call it the 4 tier. What the fuck?
You say you had the porn tier?
No, the 4 tier.
Okay. I remember when I had to get the disc. My wife and my kids would get, because they were into the first Spider-Man, all the kitty shit in the early 2000s. And my wife would spend money to go get a disc, and it come in the mail almost. Then Blockbuster weaned off, so Netflix took over Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Right? And then I'm like,
it was back in red box days.
yeah, the red box. Yeah, you had to turn it in, you could put it in the mail. I'm like, you're doing too much. Technology caught up. So then by the time 2012 come around, we signed up for Netflix for everybody could get it in the house, right? I think it was $7, $6.99. And like every room in the house, 3 rooms, could download whatever you wanted to see or watch whatever you wanted to see on demand. That was key. That was the hook. Fast forward 10 years later, 2022, it is now $20. And I looked at my bank account, my bank statement, and I said, "Who the fuck is they running a race?" Because I know the race is out there now.
It's funny.
I think I live over the airport, and I'm about 5 miles from the airport, so I don't know. I think the flight pattern comes over here, but sorry about that, guys. So no, what was I talking about?
Red price going.
Yeah, the price of Netflix going to, I think it's $18, $17.99, $19.99.
I had a poor people tier.
Yeah, I think it's $20 a month. Now, that's a big ask. You can't put that on politics or nothing. I'm not doing that, because everybody talk about inflation, rent's high, and all that. Gas is high. That's greed. The same shit, if not less shit, quality wise, I paid $7 for, and now it's $20.
Because now they would argue after last year with the writer's strike, the actor's strike.
They got to pay them.
Yeah, they had to pay them.
And that's a good point. Because here's what I say to the young folks. Can you hand me those chips, bro?
Yeah.
Thank you. I went out to this club, Home Sweet Home, to try to book some guests for Taking No Shorts podcast, right? And it's a young, it's a young spot. It's a young hip comedy spot. I consider myself an old head, and then I saw some people that were up and coming there, and I wanted to reach them because I want to have this be a space for up and coming comics, no matter the age range or sex or group or affiliation or LGBTQIA or whatever. None of that shit. And I sat down at the bar, and I met 2 young white Gen Zers, right? And I'm just starting a conversation at a bar, ordered my beer. I was just like, how y'all doing? What y'all up to? I'm not hitting on them. They was, no offense, but they were not hit onable. Is that the word?
Now you just said 2 white Gen Zers. You didn't say they male, female, or...
Female.
Okay.
Yeah, female. I was
thinking there was 2 guys in there.
If any guys am I talking to at a mic or at a comedy mic, it's because it's comedy. That's my common denominator, right? Is that another fucking plane?
Sound
Everybody's landed. Is it gonna crash in my fucking backyard? I mean, everybody's landed in Virginia tonight. Okay, it's all good. It's gonna pass away. But I'm on the main beltway around the airport. But so yeah, I had I said I was just getting my interview skills together.
Yeah,
that's all I was doing. So I said, tell me about yourselves. Where you from? One of them was from Jersey. The other one was from Northern Virginia, but they were Gen Zers, and they were complaining about. Really, I was wondering why the fuck are you at this bar getting drunk?
They weren't comics?
No.
Oh,
they were patrons.
Okay.
You know, There's a lot of folks out here, this is what I learned. This had not through them, well, through them, to be fair. So a lot of those young folks out here that are trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Now, when I was in my early 20s and trying to figure out what the fuck was going on, I wasn't worried like they was worried. Because I remember my rent when I was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on, the cheapest rent I could get was probably $500 a month. And they're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on at 15, 2,000, between 15 and $2,000 a month, right? Okay, I understand.
I'm paying $365.
You had a 365 rent?
Yeah.
God damn it, right? You telling the audience you were slumming it?
Oh yeah. But you was up in New York or something like that.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, I was living in New York.
I was here in the hood.
And in New York and Brooklyn and Sunset Park.
New York, that's pretty good.
No, in Sunset Park and Park Slope, Brooklyn, I paid $1,500 a month in rent. I didn't pay it, my girlfriend paid it because I was a true pimp, daddy. But no. So now that's what they pay in 2024 in Central Virginia for rent. And they have a right to be upset about that. But one thing to be upset, and this is just a Gen X thing for me, guys, and I want y'all to chime in, but you can complain all you want about what the fuck is going on, but you got to do something. You can't just sit there and complain. That shit's not fair. I think this is where you get school shootings.
This is partly our fault, but we had a hand in raising these people.
I raised my kids. I'm telling you.
Raised your kids.
I know. And the other
You
people
didn't raise other people.
Yeah, I know. The other people. So I'm just speaking on them, not to get on my high horse. Not. But I'm just telling you from my personal perspective. There's a black Gen Xer, you dig? Oh, I'm giving the ladies all kinds of free fun.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. You, as a parent, can raise, and I raised a millennial and Gen Zs, by the way, to be clear. 17, I was getting it. I was nutting. I was getting it.
They're shooting the club up.
Getting it. But I was responsible with the help of my family, as responsible as I could be. But you can't. It's one thing to say this is not right. You can say this is not right. What are you prepared to do? What are you prepared to do? That's another thing, because they were ladies, they were girls. Could have been my daughters, could have been my nieces or something. So what are you prepared to do to overcome the adversity? Because I think about when you come from a small country town in Southside Virginia, your intelligence got you to go to Virginia Commonwealth University, right?
Yeah.
Even you got scholarship money, right? Without that scholarship money, would you been going to VCU?
I would have gone somewhere.
You would have gone somewhere, but you might not been going to VCU. Yeah. Same thing with me, and that's not even. I'm gonna tell you how I got into college, because I got accepted to Hampton, and they gave me. Hampton is a very expensive private school, right? The money that the scholarships that I got was not gonna cover it. My mom was like, "Nigga, you."
I got into Howard. They said you can get no money and you wanted to change your major.
Yeah, you gotta do something to fit us. That we're not gonna accommodate you. You gotta accommodate us, right?
Virginia Tech said, "Hey, we'll give you a little bit of money."
So at that point, especially as the first person, was you the first person in your family to go to college?
No.
I was the first person in my family to go to college that I knew of. So I was just like, well, if y'all don't want me, who's gonna take me? I had applied to Tech and NC State. One paying out of state. Tech, I didn't take the other ACT, the other SAT, which was the ACT. I didn't take that. I wasn't gonna jump through no hoops to get to meet y'all standard until I met a friend. My son's mother's aunt said, I know somebody that's on faculty at VCU, and I know you're not gonna go to Hampton, so holler at her that she might get you in to VCU. And I hollered at her, and she was just like, "You way overqualified. You know, you're in." I was just like, "Oh, okay." Why am I talking about college?
Talking about the millennials at Home Sweet Home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Joy. Don't want to be lazy anymore. You can't complain about your circumstance or where you was born, the times you were born in. Because really, that's all they complaining about is we were born in a time where y'all fucked it up and everything is so expensive.
We fucked it up?
No, the boomers fucked it up. Yeah. Somebody fucked it up. Everything is so expensive. So now we gotta come to the bar and drink our blues away because shit's so expensive. And I was just like, girls.
Well, fuck it. Everybody knows you buy the alcohol at the store and take it home. So
look, I understood what they were there for.
Money right there.
Yeah, I understood what they were there for.
Yeah, but the girls get free drinks, so you know.
Not with a true nigga like me. Married man. I'm a married Gen X, and what I look like paying for a young girl drink at the bar. Like, you got me fucked up. No. I was trying to give them some game. Like, I was talking to them like they was my kids. And I was just like, no, don't do that. Because we had the same, every area of an American in capitalism has had some type of adversity that had to overcome. You just got to figure the shit out and do that.
Yeah.
You know, that was my argument. That's what I do to my children. Yeah, I get it. You know, y'all got this internet putting this pressure on y'all that y'all should be this, that, and the third, but that shit not real.
Yeah.
What your daddy doing right now, it shit is not real because somebody gonna interpret it how they gonna interpret it as something else. Yeah. To the people to the real shit, like y'all in here is real to y'all because y'all kind of know me. You know, I know you know me, but you know, I try to keep it as real as possible. I don't try to give y'all that shit that gets clicks and shares and likes because that's not real and that fucks up the youngins.
Yeah.
Because that's what they think is real.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that's what the AI is telling them.
Not the AI.
Humans are telling them.
Yeah, humans are telling them.
That this is what you're clamoring for. You clamoring for me to act. I mean, I act a fool already, but
yeah.
I mean, you asking me to really act a fool. They got this thing where they ask these young folks got a game where they call it 20v1. You seen it?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
20 girls and one dude, and the dude chooses the chick or the vice versa, the sex wise. And if the girls are just please choose me, pick me, or the dude is like please pick me, and the girl is like popping the balloon, boom, and then there's a host or MC, somebody like me is saying, why you ain't choose that bitch or why you ain't choose that nigga, and then they say because needle dick. All right.
It's some of the most. I hate that show actually.
It's bad. It's just.
They're so.
It's just bad.
Vacuous. They just. The reason they choose a lot of the guys is because he's tall, he got a nice voice, and he think he got a nice car or maybe has some money.
I get where you're going. I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to think of the equivalent that something like that we had. So we can put it, back in the day on our level, so we can I want to understand
dating game, but that would have
the Chuck Woolery or some shit.
Yeah.
And even then, it wasn't that cruel. It wasn't that.
It was blind then.
Yeah, it was a blind.
Yeah.
Yeah. They really not. They ain't about no blind shit. They're like, fuck you, nigga.
You come in with the wrong color tie on. They pop their balloon.
Yeah. And the man say, why you don't like him?
If he had some maroon tie on with that black, and it's just an American.
And y'all want to know why they ain't nobody buried him. Yeah.
They bring this guy, he's a nuclear physicist, 3 houses on the coast.
I used to try to tell people,
I don't want to have kids. And
I said, B traveled the world. This motherfucker is taking a cruise during the early 2000s. You was on a cruise every fucking summer.
Yeah.
And I was like, how the fuck this nigga do it? I was like, well,
those cruises are cheap.
I said, but see, and when you go on a cruise, I found out.
That was top of the pineapple? Huh? That upside down pineapple will get you in trouble.
What is the upside down pineapple?
Tell them,
The cake?
They're the swingers.
Swingers, man.
Ah!
Yeah, you got the bread and you got the time.
Do not wear pineapple clothing like that. You will get hit on a lot.
They want to party.
Oh, yeah.
You want to
Y'all did hear about Batman, right?
Yeah, Batman was in Colorado.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Him and Robin.
No, him and the Riddler.
The Riddler, yeah.
They got kicked out of the swingers party.
For staying in character.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are a Hollywood celebrity in the 60s, late 60s, or early 70s, and you got the means that you're and somebody else's. See, here's the thing I found out that they was doing. Like Adam West, if he was married, or somebody the equivalent with him, they would say, I want to fuck your wife, right? And the other dude would be like, fuck you mean? You want to fuck my wife. He was like, well, yeah, I want to fuck your wife, but it's okay. You can fuck mine. And I'm like, what? How?
And they just shaking it.
And they just shake on it. Did I go out? It went out. And that was the time when it's just 2 hours, man.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the sound went out. My mic is the only one that's working, so that's even greater. So that means it's time to wrap up. So, ladies and gentlemen, we was just about to get into Adam West and swingers and sex parties, but that is
Adam West getting into everyone else.
Yeah, in Colorado and banned for 15 years and all of that. But you can get to that in the Patreon of Taking No Shorts podcast. For a small price, you can hear us on patreon.com/Taking No Shorts podcast. All right.
They still listening over there.
Yeah, they still listen over there. Shout out to I appreciate you, man. Go ahead, B.
Oh.
No, you can get speaking of this.
Oh, I was just saying, what was I saying about
Adam West.
Oh, and they're swingers, and I forgot what I was going to say.
No, wrap up. Shout out.
Oh, shout out. I ain't got nobody to shout out to.
It's your birthday tomorrow, man.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Dory.
Oh, hey, Dory.
Shout out to
Dory. My birthday is a big one. Oh, wait, no.
Joey Boombots.
We don't want to.
Let everybody know where they can find you at.
Twitter,
yeah.
Instagram, VA Skates. That's not it.
You'll be back soon.
Yeah, I'm always back whenever you need.
When you be back soon, Joey, we're gonna give you 15 minutes. We're gonna give you 10 minutes of material. We're gonna let you land, sir. Because I know I cut people off as a host a lot. So I apologize. People tell me all the time.
All right.
So when you come back, you can get 10 minutes to land, do your bits and everything. I promise you, I won't interrupt or whatever. And that's my promise to you.
Okay.
All right. Just be ready, because I throw it to you and you be like,
no. I mean, I won't fucking know if the jokes are hidden, but
no, yeah, I know. It's a different. Yeah, I agree with you on that. It's a different. Here's the thing. This is the freedom for me. I don't give a fuck. I always just say I don't give a fuck about jokes hidden or not.
You know, Benny's always telling me like
you gotta fit. Yeah,
I gotta finish because I'll be like, fuck it, if it ain't hidden, I go to the next one.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of it. I think that's the next person I need to have on with you. That would be a good pod. Me, you, and Benny. You do that?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll set that up. All right. I'm your host, Jay Grizzly Green, aka Mr. Leave No Meat on the Bone. If you're gonna know why I have that name, it is what it's gonna be. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe anywhere where you find your favorite podcast. Also, every Friday around this time, you can catch me 8:45 p.m. CPT or more later at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch at Taking No Shorts Pod. TAKINNOSHORTSPOD. It's a lot to spell, but when you say it, it feels just fine. Thank everybody for interacting on the social media platforms. The only ask I have over the last couple of weeks, you don't have to subscribe. You don't have to comment. I just ask that you share the podcast. That way, the podcast can grow organically. That's what everything I put out is that I'm asking to do, because there's a lot of cats out here that's got podcasts. It's last time I checked, 730,000 podcasts since the pandemic. 730,000. So I'm 1.7300000000. You know, but you got to. So a lot of those cats are paying people for interviews and putting on people just to it's entertainment, because if it comes on my timeline, I'll see you act a fool and keep it moving. But I don't want to do all of that from a stand up, because I used to do stand up. I used to do that. I don't want to do all of that, and I'm not going to, because it's on my time, on my watch, on my capital. It's everything that I do. It's from me. I'm the host, owner, producer, all that. So I just do it my way, as Frank Sinatra would say. I do it peace. Peace. Thank you.
Did he know that was going to be as big as it was when he said that?
Yeah, bye.
See something weird?
Hold on.
Post got 347 likes.